Hello, this is Dennis with A1 Telephone Service and Repair, A1 Electronics. You can reach us on the web at www.a1-telephone.com, and you can also reach us at 618-235-6959. Today I want to show you a really cool 2500 set, and it's in a powder blue, so it's a really nice color. And this is Will's telephone from up around Chicago. And so basically, he's got a note here, and he cannot dial out. And we tested the phone, and yes, it does have a dialing issue. And this is the initial checkout. So we're going to kind of look this telephone over. I'm going to give you a look at this. I also have the body loose, the cover. So we want to take that off. And then I want to show you the inside of this telephone. And the telephone's in very good shape. So what we want to do here is we want to get a polarity protect circuit in the network here. And we're going to be going through the network, the keypad, and the bells. And we want to check everything out and make sure that everything's in working condition. Now, there was an issue with the handset cord. He mentions that there's a stain on it, and there is a slight stain. And we already took some cleaner, and I do believe that that's going to fade out a little bit. We'll clean it some more, and might as well use the original or the handset cord and get some use out of it. They're pretty readily available still. You can find them on auction houses and things, and you might as well get some use out of this cord. I don't think it'll be that bad when it's cleaned up, and we're going to finish cleaning that cord up a little bit. And then what Will's going to do is polish this out when he gets it back. So the telephone's already in very good condition, and he just wants to clean it up and polish it out. And I think this cord probably, as long as it's good, and it seems to be good with some of our initial checks, might as well try to get as much use out of that cord as he can. So we're going to take a short break and get a start on this telephone, and we'll get some more video as we move along. So we'll be right back. Okay, we're back now, and we troubleshooted this telephone and found that the keypad that Will had in his telephone we were able to get it to create the tones, but they were not good enough and not within the tolerance that the phone company allows to be able to dial out properly. So this keypad is bad. And the reason for that is the older style coils that they have. And they look to be tunable, but you can very rarely ever tune these coils out and get them to a position to where they're going to work properly. They're pretty much a one-shot deal. And, you know, they're preset at the factory, and the phone company does allow for some slop in the tolerances for the tones, but they will not, even if they're dialing and you hear the tone, they will not pass at the phone company. So what would happen with these 2500 sets anyway was they took and started putting in an electronic version of this keypad. This is more of a manual type keypad where it has a bunch of linkages in it. So when you press a button, there's about 8 to 10 different little things going on when you push a button to create your tones, because there's a bunch of linkage in here. And then there's a bunch of contacts that have to hit just right. Well, these electronic keypads is what they went to with these 2500 sets. So you could pick up a 2500 set and it could have an electronic keypad in it. And if it does, this keypad was basically the replacement for this keypad, because it did not fail like these old coil type. If this telephone were dropped or the coils just went bad from age, then this keypad was pretty hard to deal with. And so we try to stay away from using these style keypads, because I don't want my customers to have problems like Will's having. These electronic keypads are a much better version, and they work better. And so, the tones are created by a tone generator situation. So we're going to go ahead and replace Will's keypad with the electronic one, and we'll get some more video as we move forward. So we'll be right back. Okay, we're back now, and we have installed our newer style electronic keypad. And so this is our old original style with the coils, and there's no need for this type of keypad any longer. We do repair them sometimes, but it depends on what's wrong with them. And if the coils have a problem, we just don't even mess with them. We replace them. And these electronic keypads were installed in the 2500 sets anyway. This is the newer reversion of, or the revised version of what the old style keypad would have been like. And so they're much more durable. They basically last longer. They're more efficient. And so what we want to do now is we want to go ahead and do some checks, because we have this keypad wired into the network now. We also have installed our Polarity Protect circuit here at the network, and so everything's been finished up. This keypad is wired in, and we're ready to do some tests. So we'll go ahead and plug the telephone in. I'll give you some dial tone. Now what we want to do is walk through our numbers. If you watch the analyzer, I'm going to end in a 2, and I want to do that again because this was the issue with this telephone, the keypad and no Polarity Protect circuit. So we'll try that one more time. I want to end in a 2. We can hang up. I'll dial a 2 and take dial tone away. I want to transmit into the handset. So if you watch that red light on the analyzer, every time you see that red light, that's an indication of 100% modulation on transmit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hello, hello. So we know that this telephone is dialing out. It has its Polarity Protect circuit. It has receive and transmit. We want to go ahead and also check before we put this telephone back together again. We want to go over to a regular line, and when I push this switch box, it gives me a line out and totally takes the analyzer out of the situation. I'm going to give you some dial tone. I'm going to dial my number, and it'll be busy. Now I also want to dial a time and temp number, and they're having problems with their equipment, so you're going to hear a hum. The recording will start, and then there'll be a loud hum, and that's on their end. It has nothing to do with what we're doing here. It's on their end, and they're having problems with their equipment. So let's try that time and temp number, and we'll do it again when we put everything back together again, because we want to check this telephone out as much as we can. Give you some dial tone.
Good evening. Today is Monday, October 14th. The time is 6:30. Current temperature 71 degrees. Becoming mostly cloudy tonight, 30% chance of a shower and a thunderstorm along the upper 50s. Cloudy Tuesday, occasional showers and thunderstorms, mainly in the morning, high around 70.
Okay, so now what we can do is unplug the telephone, and we can start putting everything back together again, and then we'll do our final checks. So we'll be right back. Okay, we're back now, and we are finished up with the repair of this telephone, and we're going to run through a little bit about what went on. We showed earlier that we replaced the older style manual keypad that had the tunable coils in it that usually go bad. and so that was replaced. There's no need to worry about the tones from this keypad. They're more precise. They're created electronically, and that's why they switched over to this style keypad later on when building 2500 sets and other telephones, because the tone was more precise. And even though the phone company allows for a little slop in your tone frequencies, this keypad that was in this telephone was not passing the telephone company. So it was replaced. So it's been upgraded basically, and this keypad basically is a much better situation, and that's why they went to it. So we also went through the receive, the transmit, the network, and made sure everything was proper there and with a bell. We also installed a polarity protect circuit, so no matter where Will plugs this telephone in, it will always have proper polarity. And so, there won't be an issue there any longer with that either. So now what we want to do is our final checks. I'm going to go ahead and ring the telephone. I'll let that go one more time. Give you some dial tone. Now we want to walk through our numbers if you watch the analyzer. We'll end in a 2. I want to do that one more time. We'll end in a 2. Now I want to transmit into the handset. If you watch that red light like earlier, that's an indication of 100% modulation on transmit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hello, hello. So we know that this telephone has received, transmit, it's dialing out, and it's ringing in on a ring cycle. We can switch our switch box over to a regular line. That takes the analyzer out of the situation. We can call that time and temp number again, and like earlier, they're having problems with their equipment, so you will hear the recording, and then there will be a hum, and it'll continue. So we'll go ahead and do that now. Give you some dial tone.
Good evening. Today is Monday, October 14th. The time is 7 o'clock. Current temperature 71 degrees. Becoming mostly cloudy tonight, 30% chance of a shower and a thunderstorm along the upper 50s. Cloudy Tuesday, occasional showers and thunderstorms, mainly in the morning, high around 70.
Okay. We also want to call my number, and it will be busy. So we'll give you some dial tone. Now that we know that this telephone has been repaired, we can return it to Will, and he can start enjoying this telephone. It's a really cool color. It's a powder blue, and we get a lot of calls about, the better colors in these telephones, and, people really enjoy this blue one. It's a great phone, and he's going to clean it up a little bit. It's already in great shape, but he wants to polish it out. So I'm sure this telephone is going to be around for a long time, and it's going to look great. This is Dennis with A1 Telephone Service and Repair, A1 Electronics. You can reach us on the web at www.a1-telephone.com, and you can also reach us at 618-235-6959. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.